Welcome to Criminal Chronicles, the channel where we uncover the darkest, most mysterious, and most shocking true crime cases in history. Today's story is not just about fashion. It is about fame, obsession, and a crime that stunned the world. A murder that ended the life of one of the most powerful and influential designers in history. This is the story of Gianni Versace. Giovanni Maria Versace was born on December 2, 1946, in Reggio Calabria, Italy. From an early age, Gianni showed a deep fascination with art, design, and craftsmanship. His mother owned a small tailoring business, and young Gianni spent countless hours watching fabrics being cut, shaped, and transformed into elegant clothing. This early exposure shaped his creative vision and planted the seeds for what would become a global fashion empire. As a young man, Versace moved to Milan, the heart of Italian fashion. He worked for several designers and fashion houses, learning the business from the inside. His talent quickly became undeniable. Gianni had a unique ability to blend classical art, bold colors, and modern sensuality. In 1978, he launched his own fashion house, Gianni Versace. From the beginning, his designs stood out. They were daring, luxurious, and unapologetically bold. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Versace became a symbol of glamour and power. His clothing was worn by royalty, celebrities, supermodels, and musicians. He helped create the era of the supermodel, working closely with icons like Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and Claudia Schiffer. Versace was not just designing clothes. He was shaping pop culture. Behind the fame, Gianni Versace lived a carefully guarded private life. He was known to be disciplined, focused, and deeply passionate about his work. Despite his success, he maintained a routine and valued privacy. Few could have imagined that his life would end so violently and unexpectedly. On the morning of July 15, 1997, Gianni Versace stepped out of his mansion in Miami Beach after returning from his daily walk. He had gone to buy magazines from a nearby newsstand, something he did regularly. As he returned to the front steps of his home, a man approached him from behind. Without warning, 2 gunshots were fired at close range. Gianni Versace collapsed on the marble steps of his own mansion. Emergency services were called immediately, but the injuries were fatal. Gianni Versace was pronounced dead shortly after. He was 50 years old. The fashion world was thrown into shock. News of his murder spread across the globe within hours. Designers, celebrities, and fans struggled to comprehend how such a powerful figure could be killed in such a public and brutal way. The man responsible for the shooting was later identified as Andrew Cunanan. Cunanan was already the subject of a nationwide manhunt at the time of Versace's murder. He had been linked to a series of killings across the United States, making him one of the most wanted fugitives in the country. Investigators quickly pieced together Cunanan's movements leading up to the murder. He had been living under false identities, drifting from city to city. His motives were complex and deeply disturbing. Authorities believed Cunanan was driven by obsession, resentment, and a desire for notoriety. Despite intense investigation, many questions remained unanswered. The exact connection between Cunanan and Versace was never fully confirmed. Some reports suggested Cunanan may have encountered Versace years earlier, while others found no concrete evidence of a direct relationship. This uncertainty added another layer of mystery to the case. 8 days after the murder, Andrew Cunanan was found dead in a houseboat, having taken his own life. With his death, many answers died with him. The case was officially closed, but for many, the mystery remained unresolved. Gianni Versace's death marked a turning point for the fashion industry. It exposed the vulnerability of public figures and shattered the illusion of safety that fame often seems to provide. His funeral was attended by world leaders, celebrities, and fashion icons, all paying tribute to a man whose creativity had reshaped an industry. After his death, the Versace fashion house continued under the leadership of his family. His sister Donatella Versace took over as creative director, carrying forward Gianni's vision while honoring his legacy. The brand survived, but the loss of its founder was deeply felt. Today, Gianni Versace is remembered not only for his designs, but for his fearless creativity. He challenged norms, embraced individuality, and celebrated beauty in all its forms. His work continues to influence fashion, art, and culture decades after his death. The murder of Gianni Versace remains one of the most shocking celebrity crimes of the 20th century. It is a story of brilliance cut short, of obsession turning deadly, and of how even the most powerful lives can end without warning. Thank you for watching Criminal Chronicles. We tell these stories to remember the truth, to understand the darkness behind fame, and to honor the lives that left a lasting impact on the world. Gianni Versace's legacy lives on, stitched into the fabric of fashion history forever.